Bangladesh will hold its first election since protests toppled its former Prime Minister next February. The country's interim leader has said on the anniversary of her overthrow. Mohammed Yunus made the announcement at the end of a day of celebrations for what some have called the country's second liberation. By the way, Tuesday also saw Mr. Yunus reiterate promises on widespread reform, reading out the July declaration, which seeks to recognize the student-led protests which toppled Hasina in the constitution. Before we get in an update from my colleague Saurabh Gupta, let's just listen in to Mohammed Yunus's latest reaction.
এবার আমাদের সর্বশেষ দায়িত্ব পালনের পালা, নির্বাচন অনুষ্ঠান। আজ এই মহান দিবসে আপনাদের সামনে এই বক্তব্য রাখার পর থেকেই আমরা আমাদের সর্বশেষ এবং সবচেয়ে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ অধ্যায়ে প্রবেশ করব। আমরা এবার একটা নির্বাচিত সরকারের কাছে দায়িত্ব হস্তান্তরের প্রক্রিয়া শুরু করব। অন্তর্বর্তী সরকারের পক্ষ থেকে আমি প্রধান নির্বাচন কমিশনারের কাছে চিঠি পাঠাবো, যেন নির্বাচন কমিশন আগামী রমজানের আগে 2026 সালের ফেব্রুয়ারি মাসে জাতীয় নির্বাচন অনুষ্ঠানের আয়োজন করেন।
Saurabh Gupta has been tracking the latest developments for us. He joins us live at the moment. Saurabh, so Bangladesh is expected to hold elections in the next 6 months?
Absolutely. This is a very important announcement by Mohammed Yunus, the chief advisor of the interim government that's in charge of running the country since the Sheikh Hasina-led Bangladesh Awami League government was toppled last year on the 5th of August after massive protests gripped the country. Initially, those protests began as an anti-quota protest, but soon it took on a much larger dimension, leading to the fall of the Sheikh Hasina government eventually. There has been pressure on Mohammed Yunus to announce elections. That was one of the promises. That was one of the key mandates of the interim government that was sworn in the absence of an elected government. In February 26, before the conclusion of Ramzan or before Ramzan, the elections will be concluded. And that's the promise that was made earlier. All political parties that have been allowed to contest the elections are on board, including major parties in Bangladesh like the Bangladesh Nationalist Party and the newly formed National Citizens Party, which was an offshoot of the protests. What is also important is that the Bangladesh Awami League, the Sheikh Hasina-led party, has been banned from contesting elections, and therefore they will not be a part of the February 2026 elections. But all in all, good news for Bangladesh. Finally, the country will have a politically elected government with a political mandate.